Hello. This is
Hello.
the mini of the month for July
Yeah,
of 2024. Um,
I'm
so we
Snowdudi.
had. I'm Wolfie. We had a lot of good things come through in July.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I think I picked the last ones in
I think you
July.
did. So let me share my screen real quick, and we can start going through.
Yeah,
All right. So first we have Broly.
ooh, yeah.
Yep. So I really liked this one. I think I was the one that picked out the first week of July.
Ah,
So
nice.
this was one of our first runners up. Um, isn't this a piece that Emil has done himself
Yeah, I
at
think
one point
so.
in
I
time?
think it was, it's one he often goes back to show off.
Yeah.
Can you zoom
I
in on
really like. Yeah.
it? There we go.
Yeah. I really liked his use of the highlights on here,
Yeah,
and the bone turned out really good. The axe was great, and I love how he's super bright against the duller, or at least
yeah,
less bright base of
yeah.
him.
I really like how contrasty it is. Like, all
Yeah.
the edge highlights are very poppy.
Yeah.
And
It
I like
almost
the
looks
little
fantastic.
guy on the ground.
Yeah. He did a really, really good job on this piece.
Yeah. I also like how the two models' paint jobs are very different.
Hmm.
Like they're really from each side of a war.
Yeah, I love the how the color on the orc itself goes from the blue all the way up into the yellow.
Mm.
It's really beautifully contrasted in there. Um, and then next we had Ghstwrld, and I think when I chose this one, he was very surprised that this one came out so well, or at least that it was chosen. Um, sorry. We had. I love the fact that this was white,
Yeah.
but it's dirty, but you can still tell that it's white. Um,
Can you
he
zoom
just looked.
in a bit?
Yeah.
As far as I recall, there's a lot of fur detail.
Yes, he does have a lot of
Yeah.
nicely directional for detail in here. You can see the belt, even though it's still white. You can tell
Yeah.
um, it's there, and the blue sword brings out. It's a nice focal point.
He kind of managed to get a lot of different white tones in there.
He
So
did. I really
it
liked
doesn't
it.
look like one thing. You can tell that it's several different things. That's pretty tricky.
It's very tricky. I was very impressed when I saw this piece.
Yeah.
So I believe next we have the other honorable mention for that week was Symbolicman. Um, I really liked how detailed he has all the different plates,
Yeah.
um, and everything is it's so clean looking, while at the same time being a little bit roughed up.
Yeah,
Um,
I also like his shading
hmm.
and all the little shields, and it's just so well done.
There's a lot of detail
Yeah,
that's in here without it being overwhelming.
it's kind
I
of
think he
hard to
said that
get
he
such a
came back in
clean
later
look.
on.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You go first.
I think he said he later on came in and cleaned up a little bit more of this.
Yeah.
But it turned out really good.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard to get a very clean look with a lot of detailed models, and especially when you add shading and stuff. But it's really well done.
Yeah, he's got. I like the blue glow that he's got going on.
Yeah.
In the weapon, and it's also in the eye as well, just a little bit in there.
Oh yeah, I hadn't noticed.
But he's got so many details and so many colors, but it does not look like a clown fiesta, and I really liked that.
Yeah. I think it's also because it's very toned down, like it's not very poppy colors. Yeah. And you have a lot of shading in it, so that also kind of brings it down a bit, and yeah, it really works.
He's got all the different color metals in here too.
Yeah,
the silvers. Yeah, he did a really good job.
Very.
So, and then we had that week's winner, which was Super Floof.
It's so good. I mean, the little duck in the cage, and just so much going on, and it's awesome.
Everywhere you look on this piece, there's just something else that catches your eye.
Also, just the tiles on the floor, very well done.
Yeah. He's got like the checkered board pants, and he's got the turtle piece here, and the fish, ducks, and there was no way that I couldn't pick this as the winner for that week. It's just so good. So it was very well done.
He always brings it.
He does.
He has a lot of atmosphere in his pieces. I love that.
It's nice and bright in the center, so it's all a good focal point. So, yeah, he did a really good job. And then the second week, on the 8th, we had Bradalmighty with his honorable mention.
Yeah. I really like his highlights.
Mm-hmm.
It feels kind of, when I was first looking at it, I felt like it was almost like an inverted, like how I would normally do the shading he did with the highlights, and it looks really good.
It does. I like it looks frosty.
Yeah.
Which really melds well with the base itself. And then that week's winner, we had Commissionman John with his big old troll.
I was actually sitting next to him while he was painting a lot of the troll. It looks really good in person as well. Like,
I really liked this one when he posted it up. It's another one of those. It's bright and poppy, but it's not a mess.
Yeah, it's really still. He has a lot of color in it, but not every single color. Like, he kept it to a few as a focal, like a main.
I really like how
focus.
He's got the nose glazed and the ears. And he's got the purple in the veins on the arm.
Yeah. It's a very good model. I mean, I love those models in general, but I painted one of them, and I feel like they're kind of hard to paint. Like all the little yellow stuff, it's so freaking tiny.
This one seems like it would be very easy to mess up.
Yeah.
He did a really good job keeping everything separated and highlighted and colored, and just it looks great.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have Heresy Illithid. I think this was the piece that he did for the painting competition that we did.
Yeah, I think so. I remember that, what's it called? Coat? Mm-hmm. That's not what it's called.
The cape.
Yeah, cape. I was close. To be fair, it's very late here.
It is. And I apologize for that.
I mean, you can't fix the time zones. But yeah, it just seems like the most finicky model to paint. I'm fairly certain I would break it.
Yes. I would be afraid I would break it just trying to put it together.
Yeah.
I love like the little details that are on it, like the fish swimming through the cape and.
Can you zoom in a bit?
Yep. So you've got like these fish here, and then all of these.
Yeah.
The fish with the seashell on his back down here.
Yeah, that's cute. Do you know if that's part of the model or something he added?
I think all the base bits he added.
It's a nice touch.
This. And then like the water texture that he did down here as well. It was really good. And you get up here and he's got the sword and all the different metals, and it's really, I like the way that he melded all the blue colors together without it looking bland.
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Also,
he does
just
definitely deserve being in getting it that week.
The grading on the cape is excellent.
Mm-hmm. It really does look like water cascading.
Yeah.
Down. So he did a really good job on that. Next up for that next week, the winner was Axelwalter with this really well done giant.
That is also a very good model.
Like I love the OSL that he did.
Yeah.
Here it was very subtle, and it's even up in the beard, which I didn't notice the first time I saw this piece done.
I really like the hair as well and the beard.
I'm so envious of people who can do like good hair.
Yeah.
When they paint it, it's so hard to do.
It takes patience and yeah.
And a really good brush.
Yeah. It's hard not to make it very cartoony and fake.
Yes. But the muted colors in this are beautiful. Normally you get red and green next to each other like this and you see Christmas, but
yeah,
you don't in this one. And the very muted nice metallics are nice as well.
Yeah. In general, his whole outfit seems very worn and muted and like it's seen some stuff.
And I do like how he did the veins on the arms too, in more of a green tone than the.
Can you zoom in on them? It's kind of hard to see here. Oh yeah.
And the different highlights that he's got going on with the skin.
So many details on that stomach.
Yeah. Like it tells you that this is an older person who's doing this. Although the belly button being way up here it's weird. But I think that's a sculpting thing.
Yeah.
But like the details on the face are pretty too.
Yeah, he has a good look.
Oh, there's a tattoo back here I didn't notice.
Huh. Me neither.
And the OSL actually extends out over here onto the metals and the fur. So he did.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorites for the month. And then we have, is it Shas?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love those wings.
Yes.
So good.
Oh, they look like leather.
Yeah.
Like actual leather, and they're beautiful. And the fur detailing.
It's a good color for for the rest of the color scheme.
Mm-hmm. With that almost white into the deep purple next to the green. And then all the fur detail that's painted on with the lion. Again, fur and hair are really hard to do. He did a great job on that. And got the skulls.
And
overall,
a little fish.
A very dangerous predator. Looks good.
Yeah. Very nice job.
I do like the horns too.
Yeah.
People did a lot of muted color palettes this month.
Yeah, they actually did. It's kind of funny, considering it's summer. It's usually where you use all your bright colors, but apparently not in miniature painting.
And then we had Maisey, the winner for the 23rd. And this one was really pretty.
Yeah. Maisey is so good at doing these whole little dioramas and big setups. And
I love that they used actual sticks to make their trees.
Yeah.
With the details in on was it a samurai?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Like all this up here with the horns and I like the use of the red glaive versus the traditional like silver metal.
And also that the horse is red.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would have ever thought of doing that. But it works. With the whole base and the whole setup, it really brings in the focus on the horse and the rider.
I like the dichotomy of this piece because it's bright and festive in the background and really pretty, and then you've got the almost morbidity of the red horse with the samurai with the heads hanging off the side.
Kind of looks like the horse can just waddle through a big ass pool of blood.
Yep. I really like it. They did a really good job on this piece too. And then the next week we got to win one day for one of our honorable mentions.
Yeah, I think those were the ones I picked. I just love the puppy.
It was beautiful. The
colors on this one. And like the plating, the gold plating with the shading. So many good details on this one.
The mirror is really nice too. The reflective. And I do like the purple against the yellow.
Yeah.
And the tiny pop of color down here with the the black boots that are, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, he just looks so full of himself. Like strutting around with his gun, and it's just awesome.
His big purple gun.
Yeah.
This part I'm editing out. Oh. Sorry. Being sick for a month is still a pain in the butt.
Yep.
And yes, him and his big purple gun.
Yeah. He's very happy about it. You can tell.
He is. He looks very smug.
Yeah.
I do like the soft hints of blue in here that break everything up too.
Yeah.
Kind of draw your eye up and around.
I also like all the little, is it leaves that are on the base?
The little flowers.
Yeah. It just, I
Kind of
feel
like you
like,
just walk through them and kick them.
yeah, I feel like that. I mean, the base is so simple, but I feel like it tells such a story with his whole mini. Like, he just walked through a town in a spring parade and just fucked everything up and is very happy about it. But it's such a small detail, but I feel like it really sells the story.
I think it does too. And then the other honorable mention that week was another subdued palette, but this turned out really pretty too.
Yeah, from Mightbemonsters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, it looks like something out of an old horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the whole, like the shading on his hair, how it turns into the red, and yeah.
This one has a very painterly feel to it
Yeah,
because the shadows are green over here, and there's so many colors in the hair that you wouldn't expect.
yeah.
And
feel
then the
like
details down here.
a piece like this one is very hard to get right, just like with the white horse and the white rider. Like,
I'm sorry.
it's been one of those summers.
It really has. Oh.
But
okay, let's try this one more time.
I feel like it's very hard to sell those very muted color schemes. Especially because his is very much in the same. It's not that they're all reds and gold, because there are other colors in there, but that's the first colors you see when you look at it. And it's hard to get them distinguished enough so that they sell what they're selling, and not make them too similar.
This is one of those color schemes that makes me go, how?
Yeah.
Just how? Like, I know it's red and it's yellow and it's like there's white hair.
Yeah.
But just everything about it is like you zoom in on it and there's colors you don't think are supposed to be there, but they work.
And also just like, I mean, doing shades and stuff and like finding the right muted version of it, like, yeah. And then you have the very brightness on the sword.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of, yeah. It's just very good. I mean,
it's very well done.
I would be freaked out as fuck if I met that dude, but he looks very good as a model.
Agreed. And then we had the winner for that week.
Yeah. UsaJD.
UsaJD. I love the windows on this.
Yeah. Thing. It's just, the weathering is excellent. The little base really works. It's just a very nice little robot. Which is not maybe a robot. I think it's
a Star Wars
by someone, but yeah.
Like the battle damage on it is...
Yeah. Also, it looks interesting to look at, even though it's gray.
The shading on it is really nice.
Yeah. I was looking at it for a while and just kept finding more little details and nice things. Like he was very good at also doing a little highlight with his on his edges and in some of the battle damage to just make it pop a bit more.
Yep.
I always tend to overweather when I do stuff like this. It can be tricky to find the sweet spot between weather and, garbage dump.
I like that he made it look like metal without it being super shiny.
Yeah.
Like this thing looks like it popped right out of Endor with the way that he's got the base and the foliage down here. And the weathering. He did really good.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Thank you. Too late to do it over anyway.
Right. And actually, I believe that is the end of our group.
Yeah. You all did amazing, as always. It's always very hard to pick our favorites and, because you all push yourself constantly, so... we will also be adding Instagram links to the not to the comments, but to the description.
Right.
I am very good with words tonight.
Don't worry, I'm great with words all the
time. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to look very hard and being very nitpicky, and then pull out our hair trying to decide.
Yep, the week that I had to pick it was really hard.
It's always the worst when there's a competition, because then everyone just brings their fucking A game.
Yeah, I had all of them open in a tab.
Yeah.
Just kept cycling through them just to see what was going on.
Yeah.
It was hard. It was good though.
Just wait till you have to pick something during March of Armies. That's 3-4 months full of done stuff. It's so hard.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not looking forward to that one. But thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for being the host.
Thank you. I will get this edited up and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.